Hi guys, welcome back to my channel PV Banks, and today I am going to run through my trades that I've taken today, but I will be showing my P&L for the past few days because I know I've not been active on YouTube. However, I still have been following my plan. I am still trading with WealthWavesProfits and I am having really good progress, so I will be showing you that. It's just been so busy to actually come online and record, but today I'm going to show you my trades that I've taken, but a recap of my wins and losses for the past few days, and you can see my progress and how amazing this system really is. So starting off with gold, we are in London session and extremely bullish moves. I didn't take this entry point and I'm glad I didn't because it did retrace, but this price action was just not for me. So I waited and I thought I would enter around this area, seeing what happens. As you know, I do like my FVGs, my fair value gaps or imbalances, however you want to say it. So I did wait for that, and then the buy signal, and this is where I entered on a good bullish candle. Now stop loss is always on the other side, and at the moment I am just aiming for 1R, and honestly aiming for 1R is so helpful. You really do not need a lot. Do not let anyone say that you need these massive runners, because honestly you don't. So this was a fairly simple trade and take profit was done almost immediately, with not a lot of drawdown. So yeah, you have to just let your trade run, and it's been a massive game changer. Psychologically, watching your trades can actually do a lot more damage, especially if you become emotional seeing the figure at what it was up here, for example, and then seeing it go back to where you entered. It can affect you. So for me, it's really been so helpful to just set and forget, and I genuinely think all traders need to do this. It won't play on your mind, and then you can come back to a great take profit without any interference. If you were watching, getting up nearly to TP to then going back to entry point can play on your emotions, and you could possibly bail, or as soon as you get to a plus figure, just closing off because you're in that fear mindset. So it's very important, and I think it's been very successful for me anyway, to just set and forget. At the end of the day, watching the charts is not going to change the outcome. So just trust the system and know when you want to exit. And to be honest, with this strategy, the most important part is actually trade management, and that means knowing when to maybe go to break even, or you know, closing early or holding, whatever you think is best. That's the main part of this strategy. Now looking into New York session, again this was another profitable trade, and there was a fair value gap right here, and with the buy signal I went straight in. For me it's a good way to enter. got out at a good time. So again, 1 hour, fairly quick, and it did not really go into drawdown, so I have had a good day on gold. So this was my take profit, fairly simple, not much damage done, especially going into drawdown. And let's go on to US 30. So on US 30, again, there was a fair value gap or imbalance, depending on what terms you'd like to use, a buy signal, and so I did get in as soon as the fair value gap was closed and confirmed. And as always, on the other side, and I am just aiming for 1. And again, this was done fairly quickly and with not much drawdown, and absolutely an effortless trade. So I was very happy with my take profit and results, and yes, I could have gotten more. So this did go into the new week opening gap, and I could have got 2.88. However, going for 1.1 is absolutely fine, and it actually helps me grab the low hanging fruit and just get on with my day. So I am preferring having a bit more of a risk percentage on these trades and grabbing the 1 RR, and I think it's absolutely fine to do that. It kind of meets my risk appetite as well as how I can handle these trades, because some people can, I guess you get used to it, or you can train yourself to hold a trade for longer. I can't, I'm not there yet, so I don't do that. And so I think the way I'm doing it right now is absolutely fine. Now in the New York session, I did enter on this retracement here. As you can see, there was a fair value gap there as well, and this was a bearish one. So it's always good confirmation when you get a fair value gap and the signal. However, I did not get 1R, and I did close early, and that's absolutely fine to do. I did try to enter again when this downside happened again and again with another fair value gap right there. Unfortunately, I was taken out. So what I'm doing differently is that in the New York session, I don't put that much risk. I am reducing my risk for the New York session because I am doing multiple sessions at the moment. So I'm doing London and New York, and having the same risk appetite and tolerance for both I don't think is wise. And what I noticed was I would consistently be in an up and down on my balance instead of retaining. So in my London session, I am doing 0.5%. However, I do reduce that to 0.25 in New York. So if I do hit any losses, it doesn't eradicate my wins from before. And that's exactly what I mean by trade management. So this gives you an idea and knowledge on when to enter. However, you really do have to figure out when you want to exit or how you want to manage your trades. I think it was yesterday I moved US30 to break even, and then it got nearly to take profit. Unfortunately, it went back down, retested the area, and took me out at break even, and I didn't go in again. And then I could have, if I had gone in again, it would have been a great trade. And then my other two trades ended up being losses, so I could have had one win. So now I've realized I would rather not move to break even, just aim for 1Rs, and that's it. Whether you win, lose, it's fine. At the end of the day, I'm still gaining in my account, so I don't see it to be a problem to not move to break even, so I'm not doing that anymore. But yeah, this was my trades for US30 today, and let's go on to NAS 100. So this is NAS 100 in the London session. As you can see, there was a fair value gap, and with the buy signal, I did take it once the candle closed, and this was a good 1R profit. Fairly simple, not much drawdown, and as always, if NAS and US30 sync, you know you're in for a good one. Well, unless they're both taking losses, of course. Now I could have held on to this trade a lot more and got a lot more. Let's see how much. About 2.71, which is great, but you know, just taking these low-hanging fruit trades, taking the 1R, has been super stress-free, and set and forget really helps. So I'm sticking to it, I'm happy with it, and you can adjust your risk. Like, this whole strategy is all about trade management. So that means how much you risk, how you get into your trade, how you exit your trade, and how you manage your trade. And once you get the sweet spot for all of that, it is highly profitable. I'm so happy with how this works. It's so good. I'm really happy with the results. And this was the New York session. Again, I entered as soon as I saw the signal, and at that time there was a fair value gap right here, and in the last 10 seconds it kind of went up again, but because the candle did not close, the fair value gap still there was still a tiny imbalance left, but again, no drawdown, an instant take profit. I mean, like, today the market was giving for sure. So here is my P&L for the past few days. Now, as you can see, I have had losses. The difference is that even with the losses, I am still gaining in my account, and I've never had that. I've always just had it go up and down, back to the start, and either I'm always crawling out of drawdown or something, and this is the first time I can have losses, and it doesn't matter because I am still gaining, and that's the best part. I've not seen my account behave in this manner, and that just goes to show that firstly, the losses happen, it's absolutely normal, but it has also been on my trade management part. So now aiming for 1R and knowing when to enter, and like yesterday I changed one of my trades to break even, which was US30, and I got tapped in and taken out. So now I've decided not to do that. If it goes to take profit, great. If it goes to stop loss, great. I just need to enter and let it be. So that's the difference, and I really am enjoying using WealthWavesProfits. Please note that the discount is still going on, and the link and the discount code is in my description. Come and join our team. You can see how great my trades are. I'm absolutely transparent in showing my P&L and giving a review of my trades. So be part of our team. Not only do we help each other for psychological help with regards to holding your trades, or getting over those barriers, we help each other when it comes to how we analyze, talking through our trades, and it's such a great community. We're all together to win together. And if you look at today's P&L, again, what great progress. Now I am still a bit far away from passing my challenge, but there's no rush. I know it's happening, and I know using this I will definitely be passing soon. Thank you for today, guys. Join me again tomorrow.